Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. We've got the same Virus Metal Greymon mat helping us out, along with Impmon, Guilmon, and Gabumon. Really, we're going with Guilmon and Gabumon because last time we looked at the deck that I thought my friend would like, when I thought I knew which ones were his favorite, because I thought he told me it was Renamon and Patamon. Turned out it wasn't. Changed that to be a Renamon Agumon deck. If you haven't checked that one out, go look at the last video. If you have, welcome back. And this deck is a Guilmon Gabumon deck that I built him. Because that's the one that he told me afterwards, like, no, these are my favorites. I wasn't going to play Patamon, so I switched it to an Agumon. But whereas I was playing a yellow deck, I built him a purple deck with those two involved. So it was a little weird because I wanted one color for him. Like, I do believe that there's some dual colors, but again, majorly just single color because I didn't want to confuse him too much. But that does mean that we didn't get to use any of the blue Gabumon or the red Guilmon, so kind of limited in our choices. That being said, we're starting off with 4 copies of the BT6 Sumomon, whose ability is your turn once per turn. When you trash a card in your hand using one of your effects, draw 1 card. And you get 4 copies of that. The other egg that we got is a different Sumomon, whose effect is your turn once per turn. When an effect trashes a card in your hand, this Digimon gets plus 1000 DP for the turn. So unlike with the Agumon Renamon deck, I didn't go kind of halvesies. I went all Sumomon because I felt their abilities were better, and he hadn't really ever played Digimon before, and I didn't want to handicap him. So his deck is a little more consistent, a little more powerful. I didn't keep the option cards, like only having the artwork of the Digimon in the deck on it. Like, I kind of went a little outside there. So for our first rookie, we got 4 copies of the BT2 Gabumon, who's a 3 play cost, 0 Digivolution cost, 2000 DP, has the ability on deletion, trigger, draw 2 cards from your deck, then trash 1 card in your hand. Yeah, so this one, as long as it's a champion and as long as it's not the one with the egg, then this effect will activate, because if this one's on a different one, it specifically says when you trash a card in your hand using one of your effects. This would be an effect. So it deletes, then Sumomon would allow you to draw an extra card. So yeah, just a thing to kind of keep in mind. You can't put them on the same, but already there's some synergy going. Next up, we got 2 copies of this Gabumon from the starter deck, number 6. 3 play cost, 0 Digivolution cost, 2000 DP. No active effect again. Inherited effect of when attacking, trigger, draw 1 card, then trash 1 card in your hand. So again, working with the Sumomon, just allowing us to draw cards or power ourselves up. And with that, we are on to the second half of the rookies, being Guilmons. Starting with 3 copies of EX04 Guilmon. He is a 3 play cost, 1 Digivolution cost from red or purple, 2000 DP. He is dual color red-purple. Digivolve 0 from Digimon. There is no Digimon in the deck. On play, if the total number of cards in both players' trash is 20 or more, this Digimon gains Rush for the turn. So yeah, just something kind of thrown in there. Maybe he gets Rush. Doesn't really matter too much. Kind of is just a cheap one. I do like keeping ones where they have a 1 Digivolution cost, just so if I need to Digivolve into something and not give my opponent a lot of memory, it's a good way to do it. And then we've got 4 copies of Guilmon from BT5. He's a 3 play cost, 0 Digivolution cost, 2000 DP. On deletion, if this card was deleted by an effect, gain 1 memory. No inherited effect. So again, giving him some memory by getting rid of it, which there are some cards in this deck that we'll look at later that will allow that to happen. And then back over to Gabumon. With the champions, we got 3 Garurumons from BT2. 5 play cost, 2 evolution cost, 4000 DP. No active effect, inherited effect of your turn once per turn. When one of your other Digimon is deleted, gain 1 memory. So again, other Digimon is deleted, we get to gain some memory. If it's got the eggs underneath it, we get to draw some cards, or it gets boosted up. Like, plenty of nice ways to get that to work. And then we've got 2 copies of the starter deck 6 Garurumon, which is actually Black Garurumon. He's a 4 play cost, 2 Digivolution cost, 4000 DP. No active effect again. Inherited effect of when attacking, trigger, draw 1 card, then trash 1 card in your hand. Again, working with the Sumomons. After that, we have 2 copies of Black Guilmon from EX4. 5 play costs, 3 Digivolution costs from red or purple, 5000 DP. Digivolve 2 from a level 3 with Guilmon in its name. When Digivolving, trash the top 2 cards of both players' decks. Then you may return 1 Guilmon or 1 card with Growlmon, Gallantmon in its name from your trash to your hand. Inherited effect, on deletion, you may return 1 Guilmon or 1 card with Growlmon or Gallantmon in its name from your trash to your hand. So yeah, this is a good one for later on, where when Digivolving, we get to take some stuff back. That would be great in case we had to trash some cards that we wanted. Even early on, this one's still a good one to get back that way. But later on, if our big guy's gotten destroyed, we can bring them on back. Definitely a worthwhile card to put in. And then the last of the champions, we've got 3 copies of the other Black Guilmon from BT5. He's a 5 play cost, 2 Digivolution cost, 4000 DP. No active effect, inherited effect of your turn once per turn. When one of your other Digimons is deleted, this Digimon gains security attack +1. Also, we got Immon sneaking in there. Yeah. I tried to keep most of the active effects vanillas for him because I didn't want, again, him to get confused with which ones would be active when. So if some of them were like, yes, you got to Digivolve into it, it just seems simpler. Back to the Gabumon side, we got 2 copies of Were Garurumon from BT2. 7 play cost, 3 Digivolution cost, 7000 DP. No active effect, inherited effect of when attacking once per turn, you may delete one of your other Digimon to unsuspend this Digimon. So yeah, a different one gets some abilities. If it is deleted, this one also gets it. So they kind of work into a combo. And then we've got 2 copies from the 6th starter deck of Were Garurumon. Again, this is Black Were Garurumon, but he is a 7 play cost, 3 Digivolution cost, 7000 DP. No active effect, inherited effect of your turn. While there are 5 or more cards in your trash, this Digimon gets plus 2000 DP, which, as you're seeing, shouldn't be too hard to get. Then back over to Growlmon. We have 3 copies of Black War Growlmon from EX4. 8 play cost, 4 Digivolution cost from red or purple. 8000 DP is dual color red-purple. Digivolve 3 from a level 4 with Growlmon in its name. When Digivolving, trash the top 3 cards of both players' decks. Then choose any number of your opponent's Digimon so that their DP total is up to 3000 and delete them. For every 10 total cards in both players' trash, add 2000 to the maximum of this DP-based deletion effect can delete. So yeah, we're trashing cards, we're getting some power up. Other ones let us bring cards back, so we got some synergy there. Looking great. Now we're on to the Megas, and back to Gabumon. We've got 2 Metal Garurumons from the 2nd set again. 12 play costs, 3 Digivolution costs, 11,000 DP. When attacking, you may play 1 purple level 3 Digimon card from your trash without paying its memory cost. Any on-play effects on the Digimon played by this effect don't activate. So yeah, we get to bring some stuff back, then we can delete it. to unsuspend stuff. Works out pretty well with some synergy there again. And then for Guilmon's Mega, we got Chaos Gallantmon. He's a 12 play cost, 4 Digivolution cost from purple or red, 12,000 DP, is dual color red-purple, Digivolve 3 from a level 5 with War Growlmon in its name. Trash, end of your turn, by deleting one of your Digimon with Digivolution cards and Gallantmon in its name, you may play this card without paying the cost. On play, delete one of your opponent's Digimon with 7,000 DP or less. For every 10 cards in both players' trashes, add 2,000 to the maximum DP-based deletion effect this card can delete. So yeah, we've got a way that it's in the trash, another one's out, we can swap them. It's kind of risky because you're going to have some stuff underneath it. So unless your opponent's gotten rid of some of the stuff underneath, or if you had to like play down an ultimate and then Digivolve into the Mega, there's not too many situations I would do that. But he was the best choice, I felt, so he got in the deck. And then just with last time, where we had Burst Mode, we've got a level 7 in this deck. Not so much on theme, but I wanted to make things even, and I wanted to give him the idea of level 7s. So we got Omnimon Zwarts, which kind of works with the Black Metal Garurumon. Took me a second. 15 play cost, 6 Digivolution cost from black or purple, 15,000 DP. He is a white, so neither of those colors. When Digivolving, trash the top 3 cards of your deck. Then you may play up to 2 black and or purple Digimon cards with a play cost of 8 or less from your trash without paying their memory cost. When attacking, you may return 1 level 6 Digimon card in this Digimon's Digivolution cards to its owner's hand to delete one of your opponent's suspended Digimon with a play cost of 12 or less. Again, this one, really nice. A very good way for him to get rid of some of those Greymons and other stuff where he gets to pick his Mega back up, put it in his hand, play it down on something else. It's a very good way for him to get those back, and it's a lot more powerful than Burst Mode, I think, in my opinion. Maybe it's not. Maybe they're about equal. But I thought it was a good addition to the deck, and somewhat thematic with the Gabumon on the arm. Then, for Tamers, we have 2 copies of Matt from the 6th starter deck. 2 play cost, your turn. When one of your Digimon is deleted, you may suspend this Tamer to gain 1 memory. And security, play this card without paying the cost. Again, he's going to be deleting stuff, using effects, getting some memory, getting some cards. So this one just seemed like a no-brainer to kind of put in the deck. And then we got 2 copies of a different mat because I couldn't find Takato that I liked for it. So we went with 2 copies of the BT2 mat. This is the box topper art. 4 play costs. Start of your turn, if you have 2 memory or less, set your memory to 3. On play, return 1 purple Digimon card or 1 purple option card from your trash to your hand. Security, play this card without paying its cost. So another good way to get some playmakers from his trash back to his hand, because that could happen, and you definitely want to get those back in case it's like the one card he really needs. Now we're down to the option cards. And these, there's a couple more than there were in my deck. Starting off, we got Back for Revenge. 2 play costs. Main, one of your Digimon gains on deletion. Play this card without paying its memory cost. Any on-play effects on Digimon played by this effect don't activate for the rest of the turn. And no security effect. This is again one where he could ram his into mine. They both get deleted, but his comes back. And then we got 2 copies of Dark Despair. Nothing really to do with the deck, but again, I felt they were good cards for the deck. 2 play cost. Main, one of your Digimon gains Retaliation. until the end of your opponent's next turn. Security, add this card to your hand. Retaliation, I love it. I thought that was a very good card to put in the deck because he could just have a rookie down, play this for 2, slam it into my Shine Greymon Burst mode. They both get taken out. And that is just a very good one for him for such a low cost. Then, because you know I like the searchers, 2 copies of Purple Memory Boost. 3 play cost, main, reveal the top 4 cards of your deck, add 1 purple Digimon card among them to your hand, place the remaining cards at the bottom of your deck in any order, then place this card in your battle area. Main delay, gain 2 memory. Security, play this card into the battle area. We've seen this a lot of time before. These are big staples, and it's really important in this deck because there's really not too many things to let you search through, whereas we saw with the yellow, they can go through that like crazy. This deck, not so much, but this one's got a little more control to it, but I still like these cards. I would put them in basically most of my decks that I would do if there's not other ways to search. Then we got 2 copies of Megiddo Flame, which is on brand for Guilmon. 4 play cost. Main, delete one of your opponent's level 4 or lower Digimon. You may delete one of your Digimon to delete one of your opponent's level 6 or lower Digimon instead. Security, you may play 1 Guilmon from your trash without paying its memory cost. So yeah, little weird security effect, but this one up here, again, you delete something, it gets deleted by an effect of yours. Some of your stuff start popping off, and you get to delete one of my level 6s, which is just crazy. Like, that's how I saw this, and that's why I'm like, this will be good for him to help him get out of some sticky situations, which is why there's 2. Unlike mine, where it only had up to 5 memory cards, we've got some that are a little more expensive. Starting off, we got 2 copies of Flame Hellscythe. Again, not too much to deal with the deck, but 6 play cost. Main, one of your opponent's Digimon gets minus 6,000 DP for the turn. Then play 1 purple or yellow Digimon card with 6,000 DP or less from your trash without paying the memory cost. Security, activate this card's main effect. This is a good one where he can slow me down, where it's like one of mine gets minus 6,000. If he's got enough memory, then he can just go ahead and continue on. And then he gets to play out one with 6,000 DP or less. So that could be very useful. Then we've got 1 copy of Eye of the Gorgon, an 8 play cost. Main, delete one of your opponent's unsuspended Digimon. If you do, you may play 1 purple level 3 Digimon card from your trash without paying its memory cost. Any on-play effects played by this effect don't activate. Again, you just choose one of my unsuspended Digimon, being like, that one. It gets taken out. So I constantly have to be swinging with my big guys to make them safe. But then you got that other card that gives Digimon Retaliation. That's where you can just play that down, just destroy it. So yeah. The final card in the deck is Evil Squall. 8 play cost. When you would use this card, if you have a purple Tamer in play, reduce the cost by 1. Main, delete 3 of your opponent's unsuspended level 5 or lower Digimon cards. Security, activate this card's main effect. So yeah, it's an 8. Probably going to be a 7 though. And being able to just get rid of 3 level 5 or lowers, that's pretty impressive for 7 memory. So yeah, just a kind of board wipe-ish kind of feeling to it, which is why I put it in there. But with that, we've gotten through the entire deck. Let me know if you guys would change anything about this deck. And again, if you guys want to see like a 2 Digimon deck, I could try and build that. Leave it in the comment down below, because it's not going to be great, but I like making them where they're like kind of just fun little side projects to do. Before we head out, as we always like to do, we have to do some sort of pack opening. And I still got a couple of these. I've got 2 of these packs left, so we're going to open one of them in this video. We've gotten all of them in here, so we just are looking for some extra copies of stuff. I can't remember which ones we only have one copy of. Also, speaking of packs, I did check last time. I almost forgot to bring this up, but I did check last time. We didn't pull this one, the Metal Edamon, in the boxes. So we actually got something we didn't have already. Which I was like pretty sure, I'm like, I don't remember this one because I think I would have remembered this really good artwork. Because I like Waryumanzemon, Metal Edamon's there. He's holding Mamamemon. Like, there's some good artwork with the hearts. I feel like I would have remembered this one. And I would have, but we didn't pull it. So I am super happy that we got to pull it in that lone pack. So with that out of the way, let us open up this pack and see what we can get. We're going to get 3 cards. So that'll be good. Let's take a look. Starting out, we got Cody. A 3 play cost. Start of your main phase, if you have a Digimon with the free trait, gain 1 memory. On play, activate one of the following effects. You may play 1 Armadillomon from your hand without paying the cost, or one of your Digimon may Digivolve into Ankylomon in your hand without paying the cost. Security, play this card without paying the cost. Then we got Gabumon. 4 play costs, 2 Digivolution costs, 4,000 DP. Digivolves from red or yellow, is mono yellow. Has the barrier ability. When this Digimon would be deleted in battle by trashing the top card of your security stack, prevent that deletion. Inherited effect, your turn. All of your opponent's security Digimon get minus 2,000 DP. I do not like that barrier effect. I don't think I would sacrifice the top card of my security stack to save a champion. I mean, it would slow me down. There would be some very niche situations that maybe I would. But for the most part, no. I don't like messing with my life. And finally, we got Hawkmon. 3 play cost, 0 Digivolution cost, 1,000 DP. Digivolves from yellow or red, is monocolor red. On play, reel the top 3 cards of your deck. Add 1 red or yellow card with 2 or more colors, and 1 Tamer card with Yoli in its name among them to your hand. Return the rest to the bottom of the deck. Inherited effect. End of your turn. This Digimon and another of your Digimon may DNA Digivolve into a Digimon card in your hand. This one, it's alright. Like, I think it's better than Gabumon. They're definitely meant to kind of be used together because they both have the red, yellow. So they're definitely meant to be in the same kind of deck. That said, I think this is the best one out of the 3 cards that we pulled. It's the one that's kind of the most useful, even if it is add 1 red or yellow card with 2 colors. Like, that's a little much, and it does pigeonhole you into the Tamer with Yoli. But otherwise, I think that this one's probably the best card in the pack, although they are all very pretty with the textured cards. But with that, we're at the end of another video. If you liked the video, give it a good old thumbs up. If you haven't, please do subscribe. I appreciate it. It helps the channel grow. We upload videos Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. So if you haven't, please do subscribe. And as always, until then, I will see you next time.